Remember Lil Wayne? He's like, I don't ask you what you.
I don't know why you left Seattle. You can make money doing that here.
All right, we're back.
So
we are back. Welcome to the Random Hacks.
Yeah. Welcome to the Random Hacks podcast. Today's episode is sponsored by The Gays.
Yes, they're big fans.
Is that a beer?
It was Bud Light.
Bud Light,
for originally it was for the gays, but not anymore.
I was actually so I was sober for 2 years, but then I relapsed on Bud Light in solidarity.
Yeah. I miss Zima.
Congratulations.
Did you guys ever had Zima? Zima was pretty
Zima
good.
I had one sip of Zima and spit it out.
I went through a Twisted Tea phase, and Steven, who was always trying to show off to me, bought a Twisted Tea, and he's like, these are disgusting.
Juan. This is my...
You know what to do.
Everybody knows that is my love language. That is giving gifts, and, you know...
Yeah, he bought me Gushers and a Twisted Tea.
Gushers, yes, and
Gushers.
T-shirts and
you talking
hats
about
the
candies?
And,
yes. The candy, those are good.
I'm talking about BBWs.
Also
known as Gushers. Naturally moist.
Oh, nice.
I mean, we haven't gotten canceled yet, have we?
No. Have you ever had to use lube?
Shout out to the squirters.
Very rare. Very rare.
Shout out to the squirters in the scene.
Back in the early days.
I feel like needing like a guy, like a girl that needs you to use lube is like, that's like me like not being able to get it up for her, you know?
I know.
Like, it's very insulting.
I guess I wasn't doing very well back in my early 20s if I had to use a lot of lube. I don't know. I just didn't know my way around that place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What about you, Casey? You know your way around.
Do I sexually desire old ladies? Oh, it's funny you should ask.
Yeah.
No, I wish I did.
I was thinking about this. I'm like, so it seems like the older I get, my actual attraction actually grows with me. So like I am more attracted to like a 40-year-old. So I was thinking about this today. Like if I make it to 80, like I probably would love like smashing
a 45-year-old,
79-year-old coon.
Oh God,
it's funny you should say 79.
Well, it's got to be younger.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not a.
Because I also draw.
I'm not a monster.
I also draw the line at 80.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not some kind of sick fucker.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
But there's kind of something hot about two disgusting, decrepit.
How's that piss?
It's
an inside joke.
Wisconsin piss.
It's good.
Hey, Juan, what was your? Would you read us your most recent Facebook post, please?
Yeah.
Oh God,
I haven't had a really drunk one yet. Let me.
You know what this show needs is a good moderator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, actually, guys, today we're gonna try something a little different.
Yeah,
we're gonna do
taking control.
Prompt-based discussions.
Yes, Daddy.
So,
Daddy
the
Juan.
first prompt. You guys are gonna go around, take a turn, and answer the question.
The circle of life. The circle jerk of life.
Yeah.
Baby.
No. Limp Bizkit.
So, prompt number 1.
Okay. Yes.
Hard rock.
Would you let Diddy molest you? Let's start with Rob.
Okay.
There's just nothing follows up. Like, you don't get anything.
Do I get anything for it? Yeah.
Just no.
Well, no, you know what? No, don't answer that. Because I already know the answer. I will get something for it. Yeah. Because this is all like a blackmail campaign. And so the answer is yes.
He is a blackmail.
And also, Justin Bieber's been up in that. So it'll be like, I would feel like, it'd be
that's the closest to Selena Gomez that you'll be able to get, you know?
So yeah, the answer is yes.
Is this like the dating game? Everyone has to answer the same question?
When's the last time you made Whoopi?
Who is the most logical answer? That's who wins.
Oh, okay. It's a contest. Wow.
So would you let Diddy molest you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't. It's round. It's yeses all around. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Steven?
I mean, sure. Why? I mean, I feel like not for free.
You've made it. If Diddy's molesting you, you've made it.
But I mean, he's done it to the best of them. So I would rather, if I'm gonna be in a club, I'd rather be in a club with, Bieber and
I'm a bad boy.
Usher and
It's a good club.
who else? Who's
I'd make him lie.
LeBron.
I'd make him lie to me like, does this mean you think I have talent? And he'd be like, yeah, dog, you got a lot of talent, white boy.
Why aren't you answering my calls?
I would let Diddy molest me because I would basically let anyone molest me in the right day.
Yeah.
Because I just don't have any self-esteem. I'd be like, I guess I'm just supposed to go along with it, I guess.
Well, molestation is not good in any form of any way. But let me tell you this. When I read the whole thing about Diddy,
molestation is always good in every circumstance.
Okay,
so on this show,
yes, and other circles, maybe not.
Why do you think you're here?
But yeah, that's how I got on the show.
To get cornholed.
Yeah.
Right?
Isn't that weird how there's there's this game now that everybody plays in their backyard called cornhole? It's just like somebody somewhere in a marketing department was like, I have a really great idea and nobody's going to get it. It's just like the guy who came up with skeet. Like, you have no idea what skeet is.
Some people play cornhole in their backyard. Yeah. Some people play cornhole in someone else's
backyard. In their back bedroom.
In their back, yeah.
No, this show needs. This show needs a moderator and a touch of class. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
And that's time.
All right, let's go to a clip.
Yeah.
No, but I will tell you that when I read about the whole Diddy thing, there was an account of this guy who was a producer, and he flew this guy around, and then like in the middle of like Ja Rule or Ludacris rapping, Diddy just walks up with his phone and he's like, "Hey, look at that!" And it's just two guys like doing it on his phone.
Where'd you hear this?
It was a whole story of this guy who's trying to, he was a witness. Okay. But the whole thing was this guy looked like Cleveland from the Family Guy. He wasn't even a good-looking guy. So I'm like, why is Diddy could do better than
he has a type.
Yeah.
Diddy's progressive.
I swear to God that it's possible, it might even be likely that Diddy still has never had sex with a man. Not even one time.
No, according to Cassie, he's got a lot of tapes of him having sex with men. Cassie?
He's the girl that he beat up in the hallway.
She's reliable. Yeah. She wouldn't have an axe to grind or anything.
No, definitely not. Women in hip hop are definitely not vindictive. No, they're definitely not revenge.
The tapes are very secret and they haven't been released.
No, not yet.
Yeah. So he still probably hasn't had sex with a man.
So Diddy does have a type though, like 90s black dads.
Yeah. He was a big fan of the Cosby Show. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Family Matters. With
which way do you think Mr. Cooper hangs? Which direction does Mr. Cooper hang? Left or right? Do you guys?
That actor, I think he got burned up like in a. He got burned up. Mark Curry.
Yeah, like in a fire.
Okay, I'll try Juan.
Yeah.
Hey, so.
What
were your
Casey? Would you get molested?
He said yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
he would.
No, I have a question now. My question is, what are some of your guys' most serious, touching childhood moments?
Oh,
like getting touched as a child.
Yeah. Hey, call me the guy who ruins the podcast.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to shitting on.
Tell me a positive thing that happened. What was it? What are the positive affirmations you tell yourself in the mirror?
I usually go, you can possibly deal with those nose hairs at some point.
Yeah.
I go, you're not gay. I just say it over and over again. Yes.
You're like, is it?
My wife is like, what are you doing?
Eventually, I'll believe it.
I tell myself, I'm like, at least you don't beat your kids.
You don't?
Like my dad beat me. Like,
do you believe in spanking?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Wow.
Not even in the bedroom, huh?
Liberal.
Oh well, no, spank me.
I mean, can we? I don't know.
I don't know.
He's in the other.
I'm kind of scared to do stand-up.
If you want to come down here and be on the show, we will do that live.
All 20 people.
Yeah, I know. So
3 of the people of our viewers are here.
So do we have another? Do we really want to do these childhood moments or what?
All of this is I'm going to find a way to get this on to like 1,000 people.
Yeah,
I want a whole bunch of people to see it. And
1,000 people will
just
see this.
Thousands of comments of just what the hell is going on here.
Speaking of shitty podcasts, I like to laugh.
Oh yeah, that guy. That fucking.
All right, I got another prompt for you guys.
Okay. All right. Another
Thank
prompt.
you, sir, for saving
All right,
us.
moderator.
There we go.
All right.
He's like the Jake Tapper of.
Here's the scenario.
Okay.
You're driving down the highway. All of a sudden, a bunch of Mexican protesters block your path. They're very loud. They got flags, and they think that you're the problem and you're the one deporting things. I don't know what you have to do with it. They block the road. What do you do?
Israel or Palestine?
I know what I would do.
What would you do?
I'd throw out my giant bags of tortilla chips.
I would tell them that I have a job site if they want to hop in.
That's how you hit them with some racism.
Yeah.
That'll calm them down.
I would just pull over and say, "Hey, do any of you guys know how to work on cars?"
I would, I would say, "Hey, Crystal."
Aren't you glad you asked 3 white dudes?
No, I'm learning. This is research. I'm reporting back to the invasion.
Juan, how Mexican are you? Because you do have the name Hernandez, but you kind of look like Mario.
You look like a
Mario on meth. I don't know.
I'm like a double agent. I'm like white, Mexican.
A double Asian.
It's like white people don't think I'm white enough, and then the Mexicans don't claim me either.
Asian man.
Yeah.
What's all right.
What's the most Mexican thing about you?
Speak Mexican right now.
Pues hola, güey, ¿cómo estás?
Wow.
¿Cuándo vamos a tomar unas pinches chelas?
That
cabrón?
sounds fake.
Listen to that, Ponch, huh?
That sounds made up.
That, huh?
No, what you want me to do is
Can you do a Mexican Jordan Peterson?
I'll be honest with you guys.
Estes
kind of slay the dragon.
Este es Jesus Cristo.
The first time I saw Juan, I thought he was Ponch.
Find that?
Oh, you thought he was
Yeah,
Ponch?
I thought it was Ponch at what is that? 4Bs. And I was like, why did Ponch bomb?
Ponch
He's
without
pretty
any
good.
Ponch lines.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
But Juan, you're our number one Mexican on this show. Listen, Michael Aguilera, you heard that? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Hernandez.
I heard he was pretentious.
Pretentious.
Michael Aguilera?
He's contentious, is what he is.
All I know is our friend David didn't like him because Michael started getting spots.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, he's changed.
Yeah, like he's snobby.
He's
and
an
then I was
asshole.
like, yeah. And then he said hi to me once, and I was like, oh, this guy's pretty good.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He's a good guy.
Yeah. I hate everybody until they like me, and then
Pretty much.
they're my best friend. You know?
Yeah.
So
He's not snobby. He's a good dude.
no,
Yeah, I like him.
you know, but he is.
He's just doing.
One time he asked me if I wanted to have gay sex.
Really.
And I thought he was kidding, and then I go, maybe I think he wasn't kidding.
Maybe he wasn't asking for you.
Okay.
Then I was flattered.
There actually is this guy, Travis. And
Travis.
because I had
The
a
Big
lot.
Funny,
I had a
or-
lot. Yeah, the Big Funny.
Okay,
I had a
okay.
lot of material about
Big Funny.
my past doing meth. And one time Travis came up to me and he said, "I got some meth and we should hang out and like do some gay stuff." And he was like, but he brought it up like 3 more times.
Yeah, and he was hard every time. It was so strange.
Travis Simmons?
Yeah, and so I think he does do meth. He lives in a tiny house.
Jesus Christ, dude, this is going to be the best podcast ever. Just calling out. Robbie Schrader tried to be
Robbie
gay.
Schrader does meth too.
Yes.
Oh, he does meth.
Adam Tiller
Adam
does.
Tiller.
He PCP, man, for sure.
We
Yeah.
should phone a comic and have him come in and do stand-up.
Yeah, okay,
We should have a comic do PCP on the show. That would
And
be cool.
stand-up.
You know.
So I think all 3 of us need to hit the
Yeah.
mic.
Oh, you want to? Oh, yeah?
I think we all do.
Oh,
And then
you
we
wanna
need to
have
hit the
You
bubble.
want to have a comedy mic off?
Yeah.
Juan can be the judge.
Yeah. All right. This is
wow.
I'll
like
be the judge.
Kill-
But before we get to that,
kill
Yeah, we need more time.
kill Juan. Oh, sorry.
I got one
I
more
was just
prompt.
saying what
Okay,
I
okay.
thought out loud.
All right, here's the prompt.
A prompt.
If you were going to drug somebody, what would be the
Yes.
drug of choice?
It depends on what the reasons are and who the person is.
That is
That's-
completely up to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess then the drug of choice would be whatever. If it's okay, so it's anybody. Then I would drug. I would probably drug. Stephen Michael James, so that he would let his guard down and do some stand
Yeah.
up.
Finally, let my. You know what? That sounds fun. That sounds.
Oh, you got a hot.
I
you got
want
a
to-
hot new joke.
No, not really.
Oh.
I was gonna
Yes,
say
fair
I
enough.
would give Molly to Scott Coburn and his wife because they've been sober for longer than I've been alive.
Yeah.
And we could put that. We could do a live stream of that. That would be great. You know?
Seem like
and that's considered if you actually are in the program, but you do drugs unwittingly. It's called a free lapse.
You hear that? He didn't drug somebody.
We should do the
evil.
free lapse comedy show.
He did it for good.
Yeah, the free lapse comedy show. It's coming to the water wheel.
I like how you wanted to drug people just to give them the pleasure of doing drugs.
Yeah. No,
it's nice. It's nice.
No, I actually just want
me. I was like, who would I poison?
You're right.
Immediately.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, if the drug is going to kill them, my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I know.
I'll volunteer for that too. Yeah, why not? I mean, she never made me laugh once, not once, and that is worth.
Yeah,
not much.
That is worth it. Okay. Now, Casey, what about you?
I'd also drug Rebecca. No, I like Rebecca. I would just give her,
what's great?
I'd give her a little mild sedative so she could get to bed.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like not like these guys, you know. Rob would give her a mild sedative to go to bed permanently.
I remember the first episode me and him did. It took me like an hour and a half to bleep out every name that was.
That was. And then he also bleeped out like shit and fuck too.
Oh yeah.
So it was literally like I'd say like probably 30% of the episode was bleeped.
Yeah. But we dropped a lot of names on that first one, and so now it doesn't matter because
everyone hates us now. It's official.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. We did it in our pre what do you call that meeting? The fucking
pregame.
The cool name for it. The preliminary the thing that they call it before.
Pre-cum.
Pre-cum. The
pre-cum.
stuff that comes out of the stuff that comes out of your. Yeah, I'm having a stroke. Yeah. No. I don't know. I'm half of my face. I can't feel
Stroke
it.
out comedy.
Yeah. No, we were talking about how we're not going to mention like certain people are cliched.
Well, that went out the window.
Like you mentioned, Laura,
the drug thing.
Like you don't mention Laura Lyons because she's on. She's on every podcast.
I'm so mad because I texted him on Wednesday of last week. She was supposed to be at this place in Auburn that I was at. I had no idea. So Sherry, the lady in the scooter.
Yeah.
So she put together this open mic and like. Everybody who wanted to be on, they signed up, but she didn't post the list. She just said like, show up. So I picked up Brian Fukuda. Shout out my Asian homie there.
He's the man.
The whitest Asian there is.
He's a good man.
His name's Brian. You know.
Yeah. Brian Ching Chong Bing Bong Fukuda.
That would be more Asian.
Oh my God.
He would enjoy that. So, but we went down there and I saw these names. Was there
beautiful lady. Why are you laughing?
What's so funny?
No, she is. She's definitely.
If you like sweaty hog flesh.
Whoa.
No, I'm just kidding. That's gotta get bleeped.
No.
A nice person too.
She's very nice.
I got nothing but love. Casey,
I know that was uncalled for, dude.
I know I went. Before people started to
Juan, edit that out.
Hey,
by the way,
next prompt.
was there.
Next prompt.
I can actually,
but Laura Lyons was supposed to be there, and then she wasn't there.
Wait, speaking of that, though, then we'll do the prompt. So Laura is also going to be on a roasting your ex.
Yeah, I
show,
know.
and her ex died of an overdose. So I thought of 2 jokes for her already. I don't need to roast my ex; he's already roasting in hell.
Oh no!
And then what was the other one?
That was uncalled for.
It was,
how about this isn't a roast?
Shit.
This is a cremation.
Yeah, I know, right? Getting dark. This roast is getting dark.
Yeah,
there's
dark
another
roast.
really good one.
Yeah,
about being dead.
Yeah, do it on there. There and do it.
Should I do some jokes? Or
do some jokes?
Oh wait, no, we got another prompt. And then
one more prompt.
Another prompt. I haven't even thought of one. Something about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good show.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna take a break from the prompts and see
we're gonna go
to do some stand-up comedy.
Okay, so this is a very special segment of the show where we have our guest perform new jokes. So please welcome to the microphone, Stephen Michael James.
Oh, you guys aren't clapping?
Hey. All right, people. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Make sure the camera.
I've actually been to open mics with less people than this, so it's not bad. What's up, guys? My name's Steven.
What's up?
I work for an aerospace and defense company.
Oh my God! My
Where is it?
Yeah.
You unplugged the camera.
Oh God!
Oh, what?
Technical difficulties.
Good. We need a time filler.
Yeah. Holy cow!
All right, be
careful.
careful. Don't move.
1 second.
This is a very tight studio. This is it's tight. Unlike
my girlfriend.
unlike some of those ladies we just mentioned. All right, are we back? Are we here? Are we doing some?
Ad-libbing.
Are we doing stand up?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I work for an aerospace and defense company. It's so secret I can't even talk about it. But just know, even if I could talk about it, I have no idea what the fuck we do anyways.
That's scary.
I had to register with the ATF.
Oh, yeah.
Not for work, but because I keep bombing all over every comedy stage.
Oh, that's like a Noah Nguyen.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he would go into something else.
You got any dirty jokes?
I actually have some race stuff. You know, race is
race
it's
is
kind
hot
of
these
new,
days.
kind of not new. Let's just go into guys. Race, it's a hot topic today.
It is.
You know, there's all this stuff going on, racism,
Well, this
stereotypes. You guys ever heard that stereotype? Black guys can't swim.
I have, yeah.
Not true. Us white people made it up because we're tired of them dominating every sport. They already took golf.
Good take.
But you know, I like positive racial stereotypes. You know,
Yeah.
black guys great athletes, Asians great at math, Mexican people hardest working people you'll ever meet. White guys or white people, we're really good at complaining, and white guys like me, we're really good at starting a project and halfway through hiring a Mexican to finish it.
Podcast. That's what we do.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, let's talk about the border. You know, they say it's a complicated situation. My friend Alex is from Mexico City. He said, bro, it's not that complicated. It's simple. Your side, they don't want us over here, but they really want the cheap labor. Our side, we just want to make a living. I said, Alex, I got it. We need to quit building that wall and start building Home Depot parking lots. It's a win-win. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot.
Oh, nice.
All right.
All right.
That's all.
That was good.
Right now.
Good, that's good.
I only heard one of those,
Yeah. All right.
and that was tough.
What'd you
I'm proud
think,
of you.
Juan?
I am going to cancel you for that last time.
Fair enough.
I did write that.
Can you get like 100 Mexicans to send him death threats on Instagram?
I will
Easily,
say
I
I
just
did
could-
lose my virginity to a Mexican girl, so you know.
Oh.
that
Was it the sister you keep talking about?
La torta?
Yeah, not my sister.
The torta? I like it. Ooh, we should order some tortas.
No.
Torto.
I will tell you guys this. This is a very interesting. You know, I don't remember, Casey. This might be really far back for you to remember, but when I went to lose my virginity, man, during that time, I was just jerking it like all day, you know, 3-4 times a day.
Gooner.
And so, yeah, I was the original gooner. And then when I finally was with a girl, I couldn't finish because I was just like, you know, I couldn't get the right rhythm, you know?
Well, yeah, and also it's not like porn. You're like, why aren't you a midget?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you sure it's not because you're only attracted to your hand?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know.
Now there's a joke.
Is it racist to paint your hand different colors?
I want to tell. I want to tell a
He's
joke.
all right.
Okay.
All right.
It's on my.
All right.
There we go.
Casey-
Yeah, no, we're all gonna hit that mic.
Are you guys ready for a stand-up? Get your
All right,
headphones off, Casey.
Take your headphones off.
Headphones
Head
off.
up.
Headphones off, Casey.
Jeez.
Ladies and
And
gentlemen.
make sure you don't hit the camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a new stand-up.
Watch your feet.
New,
Watch your feet.
New stand-up session from the great Casey Judson. You've seen him at Volunteer Park. You've seen him at Tony V's.
You've seen him on Casey Judson Might Be
Can
Dead.
you see me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you see me?
Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
That's my new joke.
I mean, that will go over well at Club Comedy.
Did you hear that the other day America announced its new national pet? It's the gay black male.
You can keep
It's
going.
the fucking gay black male is the national pet of America.
But now you got to keep going with it. Like, what are you going to feed it? You're going to walk Are you going to walk it? Where's it going to sleep?
Is
Do
Diddy
you let
is
it-
Diddy allowed near it?
What are you gonna feed it? You're gonna feed it some fucking flamboyant chicken.
Doesn't sleep at the foot of your bed.
Sleeps wherever I tell it to.
Do you do the peanut butter trick?
Oh my god, the peanut butter trick.
Jesus Christ.
These guys are just cracking up.
You know, Black Guy invented peanut butter.
Yeah.
This show's never
Eli
getting released.
Whitney. Did he really? Wait, was it Eli Whitney? I don't know.
It was
Dave Juan, you got a prompt?
George Washington Carver.
I'm doing improv. You got a prompt? Just name a topic. No pressure at all.
Trying to think about something about trannies and blackface.
Trannies? Did you say trannies?
We haven't mentioned transgenders yet, so we gotta squeeze those in there.
Yeah. I just realized I can't hear.
Yeah. Wait.
I was like, why is he mute all of a sudden? Was this guy dumb or what?
Yeah. Figure out your shit.
Yeah.
No. Oh no, it's the guy who walked over to the mic with the headphones on. All right, I had a good time.
Yeah,
thanks for
thank you.
coming out. See you later.
All right,
This is gonna be good. It's gonna be a great.
That was Casey Judson, everybody.
Amazing.
I really thought my.
Okay.
You may remember him from the Jai Tai, where he drank a lot.
Did he drink a dry tie?
Oh, dude! I also remember. You may remember him from a year ago.
I got a whole set
in a lot of Facebook arguments with other comedians. You know.
Oh yeah, Casey always got to throw in the Facebook stuff.
All right, I got a prompt.
Oh shit! Prompt. Here he goes with the prompt.
All right.
All right. So let's say you're at the bar. You meet this chick. She's hot as fuck. Like has everything you want in a woman.
So she's
go
got
home.
A dick.
You go reach down her pants.
Oh no!
You grab a dick.
Oh hey!
What do you do?
What do you do?
Same thing I do every time that happens.
Just crank that.
Yeah.
Act surprised. Soldier Boy.
Yeah, you ignore it.
Just ignore the dick.
Yeah, that's the ketamine.
I go, it
Yeah.
appears to be
It's like the dick is like it's a phallic object.
What do you mean by dick?
In America is
I would just say
inherently phallic.
Finally, I've been waiting my whole life. Dick measuring contest.
Oh no, I sing the crying game.
Yeah.
I know all there is to know about.
What if it's a
crying
small dick though? I didn't clarify.
Yeah.
It's a micro penis.
That's okay.
Oh yeah. Well then I
if
feel
you're
good about myself.
If you're disappointed, then you really are gay. You're like,
that's like
I wanted
a big clit.
I wanted a big lady dick.
Yeah.
So we're all in agreement then.
Yeah,
and I doubt it.
You guys really are progressive. What the fuck?
I'm not progressive.
Do not get that. Do not let people think Casey.
If it was a girl that I met that I really liked and she was beautiful and I liked her and I found out she had a dick, then I would of course beat her mercilessly because I could, like with anything nearby, because that would prove I'm not gay.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I would have to beat her.
Well, you know,
good answer, right?
What if she beats you up while you try to do that?
That would be more likely to happen.
Yeah.
Well, so I did read a story. It was actually a very sad story. So let's bring the room down for a minute.
Oh yeah. So
but it was in the UK. There was this kid who, I guess he was hooking up with a girl, whatever that means. And then when he found out she was trans, he stabbed her 14 times, and she lived, but he went to prison. But he like texted all of his friends. He's like, "Oh, I stabbed that tranny dude. I'm totally gonna go to jail." And it's just like, wait a minute, you already hooked up with her. Like, how did you not?
That's
know?
why. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because his friends found out. Probably.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a sad world we live in. Man.
Well, then there was that new guy. I've some politician. Like,
you know what
they found out they found his porn categories. And then he's like he talks all anti-trans stuff, but then apparently like everything he watches on Pornhub from like 10 years till now was trans stuff.
Wow, he was very progressive then. 10 years ago, that was like.
Although I can explain why that guy had sex with the person and didn't know that because the same. I always say the same thing.
What happened to you?
Yeah, the same. I say the same thing every time. It was dark. You know what I mean? It was really dark.
Yeah. He's like, I only do anal from the first.
He's like, this feels like a dick and balls.
Really dark in here. A pussy's a pussy when the lights are off.
It was really, really dark.
Yeah.
I had no idea it got that dark.
Comics who should be dark. Yeah. I still think you should do some spin-offs of that. Comics who should be gay.
Well, I wanted to do comics who should be dead. Oops, all Asians.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was going to be like
get to it.
Yeah.
I just gotta started getting body parts sawed off, I got a little busy.
Yeah.
Comics who should be woke, like people that are gay, but they're like really like rude and over the top.
Oh, like who?
Like Nick Cody.
Dino
Nick
Dad.
Cody.
Sorry, Nick.
Oh, he's gonna
I'm
make
just
a
kidding.
great guest. He'll
Nick
be
is
no.
we're just talking
tell
about
football stories.
We're talking about how Nick crushes the puss.
Nick will always like do some obscure reference that only he knows.
Yeah.
It'll be like like a third tier WWE.
We ran a wing T option triple X flat to the flank.
Dude, that's a good impression.
We lobbed it into the tight end and he fucking dropped the rock.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a great comic. He's very talented, big man.
He's a good producer.
He is very good.
Yes.
That's what you say if they're a bad comic. He's a great producer.
No,
exactly.
That was a fun set.
Yeah.
That's my
great
favorite.
energy.
Yeah, you got good energy. Great stage presence. That's what I got. That's what I get from laughs. It's clear you have great stage presence
they
and
tell
mic
you that?
control.
Oh, you have good breath control.
good bar-
You're not
yeah.
out of breath.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way you walked onto the stage and didn't trip.
You really
Phenomenal.
looked professional up there,
Yeah.
but until you open your mouth and then
Rob, you got some stand up for
Oh,
us?
I guess.
You got it? Oh, he's gonna.
There we go.
I
All
embarrassed
right.
myself.
No. This
The microaggressions
Right.
are coming.
Yeah.
This is
Don't unplug.
Hey. Yeah.
This
What's-
is debut.
what's up?
Hey guys, welcome.
Hey.
Hey!
Got a pretty diverse audience here.
Oh yeah.
We got a Mexican.
Yeah.
You kind of dressed like Jason McBride right
Yeah.
now.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Just need the glasses.
Yeah,
huh?
the left, it's really pissing me off. I'm actually pretty left, though. I'm a fan of abortion.
Oh,
You guys, yeah, I actually think I've invented a new form of abortion. It's we just kill the woman while she's pregnant.
Oh no.
Oh,
I think
You've gone too far.
I think that'd work. I don't know. I'm trying to get my life better. I've been doing a lot of changes. I just got a new life coach. And he actually gave me some good advice. Finally got a good advice from a life coach. He said, whenever there's an obstacle in your life, Rob, blame the Jews. So he's a good one.
These are hitting all the notes.
Yeah,
right now.
I saw
Topical.
I went to Everett and I saw a sign, and it said, "God even loves Everett."
even.
The church.
Wow.
Yeah, they're funny.
Yeah, they got a sense of humor up there.
Yeah, and then I don't know. You guys hear about the? I just went to a big rally. It's called Pussies Against Patriarchy. Yeah, because I'm a big pussy. I'm afraid to break up with my girlfriend, ask for a raise. So I was like, yeah, and I hate patriarchy, but apparently it's a women only event. So they told me I had to leave, and I did because I'm a pussy.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
There you go. You got
All
one.
right, thank
You got one there. That's it. Oh, okay, that's good. I like that last joke.
That was
good.
more laughs than at.
That was pretty good.
And at Kirkland.
Oh, I was gonna say at Femi's open mic that he had right by the Shanghai Room on a Wednesday.
Oh yeah, and that brewery over there.
Whatever that was.
That was weird. He was trying to go head to head. The mighty Shanghai Room.
Well, there was nothing on Wednesday at that time. Yeah, he was always trying to do a mic. Always trying to rub mics.
He started a podcast. Femi
I
and
know.
Friends.
Oh, yeah?
I know.
Femi does?
Yeah, and did you know we are the only podcast in Seattle that's not on Seattle Podcast?
He was
Not
doing-
yet,
he did
because
some
you don't have a logo.
He did some.
Right here.
Femi
Yeah.
did some amazing. He'll probably get back to him now if I say this,
Yeah.
but whatever. But anyway, he said he was on Shanghai Room, and he did. I was really impressed with the courage he did. He did about a 10-minute consecutive. Well, I guess it wasn't 10 minutes, but it was long. It felt like 10 minutes. 10 minutes anti-Trump in front of the Shanghai Room crowd. It took a lot of courage to go out on the. It was
Yeah.
amazing because they were like, "Wow, man, that was amazing." You did an anti-Trump at the Shanghai Room.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
dude.
said that Donald Trump is gay,
Oh,
which is a new angle because so according to the leftists, Donald Trump can be a
so they like
rapist.
him now.
Yeah.
He's a rapist, a sex maniac, and now he's also gay now.
Yeah.
So it's full spectrum all the way across.
He's a gay rapist.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, down at the Draft Choice, where I did that open mic, it was a very pro-Trump.
They should add orange
crowd,
to the gay flag.
to the point where, like, Allison Fine and this other chick, Rachel Shaw, they were very uncomfortable, and they left because, like, the owner had, like, his red Trump hoodie, and everyone's like trying to come up with a. I don't care. I mean, political, whatever. But everyone's like, oh, I don't know. I want to say something. I want to say something. And I was just like,
do it.
I was like, just say like, I don't know. What,
Trump's gay.
You couldn't afford the shoes. You know,
yeah.
You can only afford.
Oh
the hoodie,
those shoes are cool.
Yeah. I do want the shoes.
Yeah.
You know?
Trump shoes.
Yes, the Trump shoes, but that's fine. I'll settle for some John Banning shoes. You know,
the shadow.
Some JBs, some JB ones. You know.
Well, some people think right now Trump is going to be, not to get into politics or anything, but some people think Trump is going to turning out right now to taking over things, and he's going to bring in fascism. And I think that all the people who voted for Donald Trump should, if he does that, they should say, you know, my bad. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I would,
because he didn't say he was going to do any of that. That's the problem with politicians. You can always go, well, they said they're going to do like all kinds of cool stuff. You know what I mean? And,
yeah.
You know, my bad. He didn't say he was going to do any of this shit. Like
apparently, he was building the wall to trap us in.
Yeah.
Yes, that might be possible. That if he does, I'll go excellent job, sir. Excellent switcheroo. You fooled most of the country. Good job. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun the next few years.
Yeah,
I liked it. I just found out about the new coup. I said Elon did a coup, but I thought it meant like a new Tesla coupe was coming out or something.
Yeah.
But that's what
really excited.
No, but yeah, he like took over the National Treasury or something. I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I deal in cash only, so I don't. You can do whatever you want.
I'm not sure he took over the Treasury, but he took over. I don't know what he did.
He's getting in there. He's doing some stuff.
By the way,
I don't like that he's banning people. Okay, so people found out he's not a good video game player, and they posted it, and then he banned them from X.
I like that.
You
do? That's what we hate.
No,
Remember, we hate this.
That's different.
It's different. It's when it's on our side.
No, it's not. It's about the side. He's doing it because someone personally offended him. That's a totally valid reason.
Yeah.
Like, you said something bad about me. Fuck you.
This is my platform.
Get out of here.
It's not censorship.
Fuck
That's
you,
like,
Casey.
Fuck you. I own it.
Yeah.
Get out of this room. I own this podcast.
Yeah.
You can totally kick off this guy.
Yeah, get out of
That's
here.
all. Or I mean, that's the only one. But
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. It's not exactly the right.
Yeah.
But
I know what you're saying. It's not exactly the same.
It's a normal thing.
So
yeah.
Let's ask Juan. What's the temperature like? What's the political climate like over there where you're at?
Oh, well, I'm in Wisconsin, so
yeah,
it's a bunch of stupid fucking hicks, right? So, like, we say these like things about immigrants ironically, or things about trans people ironically. Like, we're like, isn't it funny to say that? They mean it. Like,
they mean it.
Like, I have customers when I'm working and they come to the stores and I'm chatting with them and they're like, yeah, I hope they deport every single one. Get them all. Get rid of them. It's just like, what?
Well, who's going to make the cheese? That's what I'm going to ask. You're in Wisconsin, man. Got to get that cheddar. I have another prompt,
guys. I know we're talking about rape and everything. Let's bring it down.
Who brought up rape?
Let's bring it down to
it's called rape.
I just had something on my mind for later.
So here it is.
Okay.
So another prompt.
Yes, sir.
What is a memory you have, an experience that happened to you that was a core defining experience for you? Due to this experience, this is the person that you are today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay. So in 2016,
that's quite a question.
I'd been up for 4 days on meth, and all of a sudden, like the simulation started to like crack, and like everything, people were like the government was following me, and there's like UFOs everywhere, and I realized that meth opens your eyes to the truth.
He knew about the drones way back then,
and that's when I was a defining moment for me. I realized that.
Is this true?
Yeah. So I realized that
the key.
If I continue to do meth, I'll learn more and more stuff about how reality works. And part of that was also learning that meth is bad. But
is this combined with no sleeping?
Yeah. So if you stay awake for 4 days, the government starts following you, and people can read your mind somehow. And I haven't figured out how yet. And I thought if I did more meth, I would, but I didn't. So I have to do something else.
You know how?
No.
It's because it's not happening. It's happening in your head.
How did you know that?
It's happening in your
How'd
head.
you know that, huh, Casey?
Because I've had the same experience where you're like your mind starts to break
Yeah.
because of the lack of sleep,
Yeah.
and it comes up with all this shit.
Yeah.
But if you're aware that it's not really happening,
Then you just ignore it.
it's not. I don't know. It's pretty hard to ignore. But
But here's what I do mean though is made me realize. I know you're right. It's not happening, but it made me realize how my perception is like actually dictates my reality. And so then I use that to now I like try to make my perception like, I like
can play tricks.
I was in a car accident, but I didn't die, or the insurance paid it off, or whatever. So I'm like, I look for the good. Like I try to like make my perception good.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
Positive mindset.
Yeah. And I really do owe that to meth.
Yeah.
I think of it in terms. It's not the same.
Thank you, man.
It's not the same exact experience, but like if you smoke too much pot and you get that thing where you think you're having a heart attack.
Yeah.
And you go, well, I'm not having a heart attack because no one's ever fucking had a heart attack.
I think one guy did.
One guy, but I mean, it's literally billions of people.
When it happens again, remember that one guy and
no,
don't
you're going,
forget.
this feels so real. And you go, it's interesting how it feels real, but it's not real.
Yeah.
It's not happening. It's all in your fucking head.
That's like my wife when she's like, I don't want to get pregnant. I'm like, I had a vasectomy. She's like, yeah, but I've seen TikToks.
Yeah.
There's one out of 5,000.
And she's like, yeah, you had a vasectomy, not Nick Cody.
Yeah.
I was thinking of an
Destroyer.
experience that pops in my head, and a real one, which is when I was a kid, my mom was out in Issaquah for some reason with one of my many stepdads, and we had a dog that was having puppies, and my stepdad decided to take the puppies in a sack and throw them in the river. And I was like, you can't fucking take the puppies and throw them in the fucking... I was 8, and I literally told everyone that you can't throw the puppies in the fucking river. Like, no, you can't. And I told my mom, you can't fucking allow him to do that.
Nice.
Fucking cut the shit. And then stop. And then they went down there. My mom drove down there and like got stopped them from throwing the puppies in the river. And then we went to a grocery store and stood out in front of the grocery store and literally gave away puppies in like 20 minutes. He just give them to people.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Here's
that's
a question:
nice.
if I started,
that's the last time I did something good.
yeah, if I started
just
a
a bunch
dog
of Asian people taking them.
abortion clinic where we abort dogs, like if you have, let's say your dog gets pregnant and you bring it to me, my abortion clinic, and we abort it. Do you think that people? I'm thinking about starting an abortion clinic for dogs. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh
Do you
my
think
God.
that people would be on board with that?
That's funny that they wouldn't. They wouldn't be on board with it.
Yeah.
On-abortion with abortion?
Here in Seattle, they would literally pick at you and they would throw rocks.
So I can't. Yeah. So it's probably not a good place to
Now,
start.
this was a pro-choice.
But if I were to go to Wisconsin, I could probably start a puppy
There's
abortion
no
clinic.
fucking pro-choice with dogs or little baby dogs.
Yeah.
Only babies.
Yeah. Those
Only
are-
babies can be murdered.
All
okay?
puppies
Those
matter.
aren't clumps of cells. They're
Yeah.
dogs. They're cute little baby puppies.
Well, like
It's gonna have a birth
in
defect.
Wisconsin, animals are considered animals. So like
They don't care. You can kill it.
in Seattle, yeah, you could just kill a dog and be like, yeah, it's a fucking dog.
Yeah, you
What do
could
mean?
kill a dog and piss on it.
Oh, so they are kind of better in Wisconsin.
brutal.
In Seattle, you guys think that they're like your baby or some shit.
Yeah.
People do think that.
My kitty's my baby.
Oh, I have a beautiful... That's different.
Yeah,
That's my kitty.
yeah.
My kitty's an asshole, and I
Yeah.
still wouldn't let anything happen to her. She's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, my
sometimes.
cat. I feel like I'm in like an abusive. I yell at my cat like.
Oh, yeah?
I'm like,
What's your cat's name?
Fucking baby.
Oh, baby?
But
Nice.
she has a white claw, so her original name was White Claw.
My cat's named Fiona. Fiona, the
Yeah,
cat.
see, what the fuck is that? You name your pets?
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? Everybody
Like
names their
human
pets.
names?
Yeah.
Yeah. My pet's name is Stephen Michael Hernandez.
It's
My
gay
cat
and retarded.
My cat does. I don't know if we have time for this, but
retarded.
my cat does some funny shit. Like, I'll feed her, and then 2 hours later she'll cry like, "You haven't fed me yet." And then I'm like, "You fucking know I just fed you 2 hours ago. I can't feed you every 2 hours." She's like, "Meh."
Do you feed it canned food?
Yeah. Oh no. I feed her a little one where you pull the top.
I used to
off.
feed canned food to my cat, and she would eat like 5 cans and scratch me and stuff. So I just started giving her dry food, and she just like eats it when she's hungry.
You
I
guys
give
are
her
lucky.
dry food, but the canned food's once in the day in the morning.
Yeah.
I have a dog that's like gonna die like
Oh.
within the next couple months. She's
Oh,
11.
shit.
Are you
English bulldog and like
Oh,
fucking
put that thing out of its
We
misery.
do a home cooked meal because all commercial food just makes her shit water.
Oh, so and we're back.
And now, yeah. And now,
and this is sponsored by Dog Greens.
Yeah,
Dog Greens. It's from Stephen Michael
vegan
James
dog food.
Yeah. Stephen Michael James dog's asshole.
Yeah. Actually, it's funny because when she shits, it still looks like the food that she ate. So it looks like barley and potatoes.
Do you just recycle it?
Yeah, I know. I could just feed it to her again.
Well, I'm glad I get to know that now.
I had a dog that would eat cat shit, and one time it puked up like a perfect cat turd. So it was like puke, but also a cat shit. Well, right in my bed.
Yeah. I feel like I've learned a lot on this podcast.
So I want to say a defining moment for me.
Yeah, you got to answer the prompt.
Before we finish this out, 2017. So way before I was, one of the hottest rising comedians in Seattle. I was way into like the radio shows, morning radio. That's why I like podcasts. And there was this local radio show, this guy named Don Geronimo.
Is this in California?
Yeah.
Don
dude, I love this story.
And Don used to be one of those duo guys, like in the East Coast back in the day. Like there was Howard Stern, and then there was Opie and Anthony, and then Don was on this show called like the Don and Mike Show. And
all right.
Those guys split up after like 20 years, and then he did his own thing, and he got fired, and he started like a live radio show. And it was like, it's like grassroots thing like we're doing here.
People can call in.
And so I was like started calling in, sending like music that I'd make up and stuff like that, and like questions and all that. And then I got on the show as like a intern or whatever, and they had me doing some cool stuff, goofy stuff, like going to 7-Eleven on the phone and talking to the lady, and like going to fucking Chick-fil-A and trying to get free food. And so when the Spider-Man movie came out, I think it was 2017, a Spider-Man Homecoming, I bought a Spider-Man outfit from Party City. And so I went over to the movie theater dressed as Spider-Man, and I'm like on the radio talking to people. They have me go into donut shop. And as soon as I go in there, like this guy's like all pissed off, like, what the fuck you guys doing here? And he's like, and then I go to a restaurant and they think I'm going to rob the place. And it was really fun. Right. But then it just started to get like a little, I realized that
you were the butt of the joke.
Well, yeah, and I was getting a very thin skin, and they were like making fun of my body and stuff, like because I had like man titties. So they were like, "Hey, who wants to see?" Yeah, so they're like, "Who wants to see Steven wear a bra? Send your bras in." And stuff like that.
Nice.
Did you smell them?
No, I didn't see that. No. But
so you're saying our show should be more like his show?
Yeah, we should do male nudity and cross dressing.
We have a bra.
Like we could do funny stuff like that.
But I came in, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I went in there before the show, and the guy was so pissed off. He was just yelling at me, and he's like, you need to tell my listeners that you're going to leave the show. And I was like, all right. And then like, I was just talking like, I don't want to be on the show anymore. And then he's just like saying all this shit, like yelling at me. And then I didn't even know. I hadn't done this in forever. I started crying. I was a fucking like a 33-year-old man, like fucking like crying. And I was like, didn't mean to. I don't know what he said. Maybe it was just I hadn't had anybody yell.
That's good. That's good entertainment right there.
Yeah. Is this shit on air?
I mean, it's probably on a server somewhere.
We watch it.
It was on air when he did it.
It was, clip. Yeah. There was like probably like a couple hundred people watching it. There's a fucking. And then on Twitter, I just got demolished, and they're like,
shit.
This is what you get, helicopter parents, all this kind of stuff. But as much as I hated that and I felt like shit, I really think that was a great experience.
Yeah, do you feel like you lost an opportunity for being a little bitch?
No. I feel like it kind of pulled the curtain, and like now it's like before that I was like, oh yeah, everything's cool, everything's good, I'll do whatever. And then I was like, that made me realize like people are just assholes.
So you wouldn't get molested by Diddy?
Yeah. No, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Plus,
you're like, don't make fun of my kids.
As long as there's baby oil.
So you feel like you kind of like trusted the guy and he was cool, and then it just
not
gradually
even
like,
that. Not even that. I just think that that just changed. Like there are so many people that don't have like public humiliation, and I think that's what made me get into stand up. That was the thing.
You're like, something's missing, and that used to exist.
And I was like, I really love when people make me feel like shit. Lots of them. So let's just start.
You like that shit?
No, I know. No, but I'm just saying, like, that was something that.
So like whatever doesn't kill you make you stronger.
But no, he was just saying what was something that changed you, or like something, and that really affected me because I was like, okay, after that, like.
Well, even like some of the comments on this podcast, they're very like critical. No one's liked it yet, but I'm like, but I'm looking at like Cruz's podcast, which sucks, and there's no there's no comments on it, right?
Yeah.
So then. I'm like, so at first I was like, oh, like someone's got to say that was good, but of course no one is. They're just like, oh, the sound is bad or whatever. Like that's not what they said, but anyways, but I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, don't start.
I'd rather I'd rather have people commenting on what a shitty show we're doing than just not commenting at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I mean that. I think it's good. I would rather.
Is that the PJ effect? Just get the hate. Just like we just want your comment.
But here's the thing. PJ won't agree with me, but I think PJ plays into that but doesn't like it. Where I mean it.
He really.
He's talking about his show.
Like he'll be like, I like it when they hate me. Oh no, I want them to hate me. I don't care. I think he does care, but I actually don't.
My take on that is a little different. Is I don't feel anything.
Yeah.
I don't feel.
Well, I feel like I said. I feel more
because he's on painkillers, people.
I'm not interested in what these fucking losers say, unless it's positive.
Yeah. If it's good, then they're smart. If it's bad, they're idiots.
If someone who's smart makes a good something statement, or even a negative one, I'll take it to heart. Yeah. But I'm not gonna listen to fucking.
Well, who cares? Yeah.
Cruz. Fucking comment.
Well, here's the thing. Like as cliche as it is, if we're not getting hate comments, then we're really not doing anything worthwhile.
That's true. You got to get some.
Like you have to do shit, and then people have to look at you and feel angry and mad that they're not doing.
All right, let's get some hate comments.
Yeah.
All right, here's a joke I just wrote. You ready? They say, "Better late than never," especially when it comes to abortion.
Oh my God! Abortions everywhere. Yeah. Abortions are beautiful.
What about dog abortion?
We're gonna have to wrap up the show pretty soon.
We got like 12 minutes.
I had one kid in a vasectomy, so I did my part, and
you've made the world a better place.
Yeah, I made myself a spectrum child, just like so she could fit in with all the other kids.
Oh, that was a good comment. So me and Steven did a podcast, and we got Spectrum twins?
Oh yeah, Spectrum twins. Yeah, that's
what. Yeah, they called us. I love.
Yeah.
Oh, like
TikTok has the best comments, like try to make clips. Like if you post clips on TikTok, you get good.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like especially my stand-up.
Can we still do that?
People are like, "That's TikTok." Yeah,
it's back.
Okay. Yeah. It was only gone for a day.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was
bizarre.
That was worth all the crime.
Do you know why it was gone? Is because they blocked out any pro-Palestine hashtags, so you can't type in Free Palestine anymore on TikTok
because they have very powerful Palestine.
I was seeing a lot of war footage.
They have so much going for themselves with their absolutely no ability to fight back or anything. God damn those people. They're terrible.
They can throw rocks.
I'm seeing a lot of border videos.
How dare they even throw a rock? You sit there and you take it. You just take it. Don't even defend yourselves at all, you evil people. Anyways, and we're back.
Yeah. Today's show is sponsored by.
I swear to God, I'll take everyone down with me if it's like you can't talk about Palestine or else your show get canceled. I'll go. Hopefully everyone will go, oh, they're now murdering people who talk about Palestine. And then everyone who's on the show with me will also get killed. Like fucking evil Israel people.
Brings me to my next prompt.
Yeah.
Would you rather be trans in Detroit or
you're
a normal person in Gaza?
Detroit, buddy.
Wait, a normal person meaning a white?
I will go get lipstick. I'll get my high heels.
Detroit, man. Detroit has come a long way, I think, since
I'm going shopping with
my girlfriends. The Gaza Strip Club.
Plus, Detroit is known for their great music, like Kid Rock.
Yeah, I'm going full.
Insane Clown Posse.
Yes,
I'm going full
Eminem.
tranny.
That's who we need on the podcast.
The White Stripes.
Juggalo J.
Juggalo J.
By the way, do I have
whoop.
Do I have the chance to be trans in Gaza?
What if you were a trans juggalo in Gaza?
Yes.
Yeah. A trans juggalo.
I just wanted to be trans.
Is that like a juggalo that like
they would think that he's like some sort of an ancient deity.
Instead
like,
of
he would just walk down the street and they're like, oh, that's the guy. No, the juggalo. Like, they'd be like, oh, that's the guy from the Quran.
He'll save us.
You know,
he'll save us.
He doesn't look like us.
That's
he
Muhammad.
Looks like a ghost.
You can't paint Muhammad because his face was painted like.
I didn't know Muhammad
was
had
a
bleached dreadlocks, but you know.
Okay, here's one thing. How come you're not allowed to paint Muhammad, but you're allowed to name your stupid kid that?
I know.
I don't get it.
But you can't name your kid Adolf.
Yeah.
Huh? And Jesus. There's a lot of Jesuses out there, but no Jesus.
That's offensive to me, actually.
Yeah, that's my middle name is Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's
Yeah, of course it is.
Oh yeah, there's fucking nobody named
You have
Adolf.
there's literally 3 Mexican names: Juan, Jesus, and Hernandez, and you got them all.
Yeah. I mean, my friend Alex, he actually has a girl's name. His name is Alexis Andres.
Well, I always thought Angel was a girl's name, but it's not.
Yeah.
Angel is a guy's name.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The stripper's name.
Yeah.
Or as they say in Espanol, Angel.
I actually got kicked out of strip club when I was 21 because I was laughing.
Oh, they don't like that.
I was
change.
laughing at the stripper, and I feel really bad now, but I was like super obnoxious and drunk, and she was very like, you could tell she didn't want to be there. Like it was like just me and like 2 other dudes there. That was the whole thing, and she was up there, and she was like very insecure and dancing like just very like scared, and I just started cracking up, and then that's when they kicked me out. And I, in hindsight, like now I actually feel very bad. But at the time, I'm like, what is she doing?
But was she hot?
Yeah, she was cute.
Everybody give it up for Macy. What
You're
song?
like,
what song was
What
playing?
the fuck?
It's like that Lil Jon song. It's like, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep,
Oh,
beep,
skeet.
yeah.
What?
What? Okay.
What?
Brian Fukuda was
Jordan
telling
Peterson.
me, Brian.
What?
Jordan Peterson, Lil Jon?
Yeah.
What?
Brian
What?
Brian saw Joey. Brian did a show with Joey
Okay.
Cruz recently.
Oh, okay.
In some rural area, and he did like 45 minutes on Lil Jon, and I was like, wow, I guess that still works.
Fukuda did?
No, Joey Cruz.
Oh, Joey Cruz.
I was like, you can still do Lil Jon jokes in
He's
2025.
iconic.
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, lace up. That's an MGK reference.
Lil Jon's.
MGK is he just broke up with what's her face?
Isn't she pregnant now too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny, he got sober and then he's like,
Yeah.
now that I have a clear head, get the hell away from me, bitch.
Kanye's or Ye's woman was naked on the Grammys last night,
Oh yeah, I saw
wearing
that.
a condom.
Fantastic.
Wait,
Yeah.
she was wearing a condom.
No, it's just there's like a rubber suit or a
Oh,
rubber dress.
okay.
He was kind of like drop it. He was-
I think John Banning
he's-
should wear that.
That
to our
outfit?
yeah, that
Oh,
on our
Oh,
next mic.
Lord.
It's kind of,
It's
or maybe he's just picturing it in his
disappointing.
head.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I literally thought of his ass.
You mean
Yeah.
Chris?
Thing.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah.
Banning.
I thought of the most disappointing thing you'll ever see in life, which is a man's ass.
Yeah,
You know, whenever you see it, it's always a giant bummer.
I saw a man's
it's great when you
balls
see some
recently,
cock,
actually,
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Oh, the
pretend,
balls.
if you pretend,
What a way to close the show.
if you pretend it's a woman's
Jesus.
ass.
Final prompt.
Oh God.
The final prompt.
Are we gonna
If-
kill ourselves?
If you were going to
Unalive.
kill
Unalive.
Unalive is what you.
If you're going to
it's the
kill
legal,
yourself.
it is the
Robert
legal
Gibson.
term.
fuck you, YouTube. You don't control shit. Fuck you.
And fuck you too,
Suck
the
a
band
dick.
also.
suck my dick, YouTube.
Sunday, bloody Sunday. Every day's bloody.
As if they're gonna
Yeah.
go. You can't say kill yourself. It's in the English dictionary, but now
I'm pretty
we
sure Bono went to Diddy parties. Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
he did.
He still hasn't found what he's
They
looking
all
for.
went to. There's a joke.
That is a
He
good
was
joke.
looking for baby oil.
He's looking. Where is the
Who-
baby oil?
You know how like every party has like a quiet person in the corner, like a loser. Like who would be like the loser at the Diddy party?
Oh.
Chris
And it
D'Elia.
was like Danny Masterson. I don't know. Yeah. Or no, we got
He's
to
like,
think about
I thought he'd
Meek
like my
Mill,
dick.
right?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on here?
Does it have to be someone little?
Yeah.
You have to be small.
I don't want to fuck
It was
them.
Lil
Oh,
Pump.
yeah.
Lil John?
Lil
No.
Xan.
Little John will be having fun at the Diddy party.
Lil Xan was the new, but he was the new.
All right,
Bieber.
so we have
Yeah.
5 minutes. Should we do one more set, 3,
no.
or should we?
Talk about more comics. I don't know.
Or should we do a final prompt? 2 minutes each.
What was his
one and a
prompt
half.
anyway?
We should promo next week's show.
Yeah.
We're having
Juggalo Jake.
Oh, Juggalo Jake.
Yeah. So next week we're gonna have Juggalo Jake. Will be here.
He's actually. I saw he took a picture on Instagram with his shirt off.
Oh, yeah,
the guy,
and he is ripped.
You know what's funny?
Yeah, like, here's another thing about Juggalo Jake. Like he actually has he's in Mensa. Like, he's got a 145 IQ. I don't know if you guys
lie. That's a lie.
I also think he's in a halfway house.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's got a good crib. I've been to his crib.
I'm pretty sure he's in
right
some
frame
joke,
shoot.
man. Yeah.
That's funny though.
He's doing films though, and he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Hey man, I wanna. I'd love to be in one of your short films." He's like, "You gotta audition like everybody else."
Yeah. He asked me to be in one of his films, and then he brought a script, and I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta really audition." I wasn't expecting it, and he was like, "You didn't do good in your audition."
Yeah.
He ruined my. I was just doing backup stuff, and it was one of the scenes. The girl has her period while he's trying to help her, and she shoots blood.
Oh, I saw that
all over his
saw
face, and the blood splatter got all over my brand new hoodie.
Oh.
So I lost money
in that movie
doing that.
Oh, did you end up still being in it?
No,
Oh,
I
you
was
weren't
behind the scenes.
Oh, fuck.
Now I would like to do a film like a comedy film to put in like one of those Seattle film festivals. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Sure, of course, that would be cool.
So coming soon, comics who should be dead, and then every video is just gonna be Casey just killing all of his friends. You know, McBride, John Banning.
Oh, that's why I seem kind of
PJ.
angry. And
You have a lot of friends.
You just kill everybody.
kill
you
them
know?
all. God damn.
You know,
Decide who lives.
That's gonna be the film. You know.
Oh wow.
And you could kill them in different ways. You know, like
With
creatively.
kindness.
That'd be kind of fun if you like do a comedy set and then you go out and kill.
Yeah.
Like actually kill people.
Like it could be a show, like
Yeah.
Dexter, but instead of he's a comedian and then he kills people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that reminds me
afterward.
of one of my jokes.
It's like Barry kind of.
Yeah.
How's that
I mean,
joke
Rogan's
go?
always talking about murderers on stage.
Oh, what's the
so.
worst thing about a serial killer? It's that after he's done murdering, they go into a convenience store and they get like a Snapple, and then they go up to the front desk lady and they're like, "Hello, how are you today?"
We're workshopping that one,
And
people.
we're done.
All right, that was good.
Yeah,
That
next
was
week on the program,
that was a fast hour.
Yeah, that was
Next
fun.
That was fast.
next week we're gonna have the ghost of Sam.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see how much worse we can get this before the end here.
Damn.
Are we?